The Mercedes arrived at 7:45 p.m., and everything went wrong. Olivia's wrench slipped, scraping her knuckles bloody. She cursed, pressing her hand against her coveralls as the black Mercedes S-Class gleamed under the garage lights like a predator's smile. The counterfeit brake components sat in their boxes beside her, perfect forgeries that would fail within 6 months. Maybe less. Someone could die because of these parts. The thought made her hands shake. "Steady," she whispered, touching the necklace camera. Dae-hyun's people were watching, listening. She just had to get through the next few hours. The loading bay door rattled open. Marcus walked in with a man in an expensive suit, late 50s, silver hair, the kind of polished confidence that came from years of corruption. "Assemblyman Park," Marcus said, gesturing grandly. "This is Olivia, my best mechanic. She'll personally handle your vehicle." Park's eyes raked over her in a way that made her skin crawl. A woman mechanic? Interesting choice. "She's exceptional," Marcus assured him. "Your brakes will be perfect. Better than factory standard." Olivia wanted to scream the truth, to warn this politician that Marcus was installing parts that could kill him. But revealing herself now would destroy everything. "When will it be ready?" Park asked. "Tomorrow morning," Marcus promised. "Olivia works fast." "Good." Park pulled out a thick envelope, handed it to Marcus. 2,000,001, as agreed. "I expect perfection." "You'll get it." Marcus pocketed the money without counting. Olivia never disappoints. The men left, their laughter echoing as the door closed. Olivia stared at the counterfeit components, rage and disgust warring in her chest. She pulled out her phone, photographing every box, every serial number, every damning detail. Then she started installing them. If you're hooked on this story, hit that subscribe button now. You won't believe what happens next. The work took 3 hours. Olivia documented everything with the hidden camera, her phone, even sketching diagrams in her work journal. Every fake part, every shortcut Marcus had taken. Evidence that would stand up in any court. By 11 p.m., the Mercedes was finished. Perfect on the outside, deadly underneath. She was washing her hands when Gene appeared in the bathroom doorway. "You should leave," he said quietly. Olivia spun around. "What?" Marcus is in a mood. Jin's expression was grim. He's been drinking in his office, making calls. When he gets like this, bad things happen. "I'm almost done." "I'm serious." He stepped closer, lowering his voice. "The last mechanic who worked late when Marcus was drunk? She ended up in the hospital. Officially, she fell down the stairs." Olivia's blood ran cold. "Why are you telling me this?" "Because you seem decent. And I'm tired of watching Marcus destroy people." Gene glanced over his shoulder. "Please, just go. Finish whatever you're doing here tomorrow." Before Olivia could respond, Marcus's voice boomed from upstairs. "Olivia, get up here." Jin's face went pale. "Don't go." But she had to. This was why she'd come back, to get close enough to destroy him. And tonight, drunk and careless, Marcus might reveal even more. "It's fine," she lied, touching the panic button in her pocket. "I can handle him." Gene grabbed her arm. "You don't understand. When he's like this." "Olivia." Marcus's footsteps thundered on the stairs. "Where the hell are you?" Gene released her, stepping back into the shadows. His eyes said "I'm sorry" as clearly as words. Olivia walked into the main garage, heart pounding. Marcus stood at the bottom of the stairs, whiskey bottle in hand, eyes bloodshot and furious. "Took you long enough. I was cleaning up. I don't care." He moved toward her, unsteady but still dangerous. "Come upstairs. Now." Every instinct screamed at her to run, to press the panic button, and let Dae-hyun's men handle this. But she'd come too far to quit now. Olivia climbed the stairs, Marcus's heavy footsteps behind her. His office reeked of alcohol and rage. "Sit down," he ordered, slamming the door. She sat. Her hand found the key fob panic button, thumb resting on the trigger. Marcus leaned against his desk, taking a long pull from the bottle. "Do you know what your problem was? When you worked here before?" "No. You thought you were better than me. He pointed the bottle at her like a weapon. Thought you were too good for this place. Too smart to play by my rules. Marcus. Shut up. The bottle crashed against the wall, glass exploding. Olivia flinched, fighting not to bolt. I gave you everything. Training. Money. Opportunities. And you threw it back in my face. I appreciated. You humiliated me. Spittle flew from his lips. Told everyone I was a fraud. A criminal. Do you know how many clients I lost because of your big mouth? This was new information. Olivia's departure had actually hurt his business. Good. I was angry, she said carefully. I said things I shouldn't have. Damn right you did. Marcus pushed off the desk, moving closer. But you're back now. And you're going to make it up to me. Warning bells screamed in Olivia's head. I'm working on the Mercedes. Not that. He grabbed her arm, yanking her to her feet. You owe me, Olivia. For the damage you caused. For the disrespect. His other hand moved to her face, and Olivia saw her own fear reflected in his cruel smile. She pressed the panic button twice. Stay with me. This is where everything explodes. Drop a comment if your heart's racing. You're going to learn some respect, Marcus hissed, fingers digging into her arm. Then the loading bay door exploded inward. Not opened. Exploded. The metal shrieked as a black SUV crashed through, followed by two more vehicles. Men in dark suits poured out, weapons drawn. Marcus released Olivia, staggering backward. What the hell? Dae-hyun stepped through the wreckage, immaculate in a charcoal suit, expression carved from ice. Get away from her. Who the fuck are you? Marcus grabbed a wrench from his desk. This is private property. I'll call the police. Please do. Dae-hyun's smile was terrifying. I'm sure they'd love to see what you've been doing here. Understanding dawned on Marcus's face. He looked at Olivia, betrayal twisting his features. You set me up. You set yourself up. Her voice was steady despite her shaking hands. I just documented it. You bitch. Marcus lunged at her with the wrench. He didn't make it 3 steps. Dae-hyun moved faster than Olivia could follow, intercepting Marcus with brutal efficiency. The wrench clattered to the floor. Marcus crashed into his desk, gasping. Touch her again, Dae-hyun said quietly. And I'll forget I promised to let the courts handle you. Courts. Marcus wheezed. You're criminals. You can't. Actually, we can. Dae-hyun pulled out his phone, pressing play. Marcus's voice filled the office, recorded crystal clear. I mean the parts are good enough. Not perfect, but functional. The client will never know the difference. Then, and if something fails, then it fails. Not our problem. Marcus's face went gray. 3 months of recordings. Dae-hyun continued. Every illegal transaction, every counterfeit part, every safety violation, all with timestamps and corroborating evidence. He gestured to Olivia. She was very thorough. I'll pay you, Marcus said desperately. Whatever you want. I've got money. I don't want your money. Dae-hyun's expression was disgusted. I want you gone. You've been installing faulty parts in vehicles belonging to some very important people. People who don't appreciate being stolen from. I didn't know they were yours. I swear. That's your defense. Dae-hyun laughed without humor. You didn't know your victims were connected to organized crime, so it's fine that you endangered their lives? Sirens wailed in the distance, growing closer. Marcus looked between them, trapped. You can't do this. I have connections. Lawyers. You'll what? Olivia stepped forward, surprised by her own courage. You're finished, Marcus. Every politician, every businessman, every client you defrauded, they're all getting copies of the evidence. Your connections will disappear the moment this goes public. Olivia, please, his voice cracked. We can work this out. I'll give you anything. Money. The garage. A partnership. I don't want anything from you. She pulled off the necklace camera, holding it up. Except to watch you face justice. Police cars screeched into the lot, followed by news vans. Dae-hyun had clearly timed this perfectly. Maximum publicity. No chance for Marcus to hide. Mr. Kim Marcus, a detective announced, climbing the stairs with handcuffs ready. You're under arrest for fraud, reckless endangerment, and multiple counts of consumer protection violations. As they read Marcus's rights, he stared at Olivia with pure hatred. You'll regret this. When I get out. You won't. Dae-hyun's voice cut through the threat. The evidence includes attempted assault from tonight. Combined with everything else, you're looking at 10 years minimum. And that's before the civil suits begin. Marcus's legs gave out. The police had to physically support him as they led him away, his empire crumbling in real time. This isn't over yet. Like this post if you want to see Olivia's next move. The garage was chaotic. Police photographing evidence. Reporters shouting questions. Dae-hyun's men efficiently removing anything incriminating to their own operations before the authorities could catalog it. Olivia sat on the hood of the Mercedes, watching her former boss disappear into a police car. She felt hollow, victorious but empty. You did well, Dae-hyun said, appearing beside her. I feel sick. That's normal. He handed her a bottle of water. Your first takedown is always disorienting. My only takedown, Olivia corrected. I'm not doing this again. I know. His smile was almost fond. You're not built for this world. That's what made you perfect for the job. What happens now? Now, Dae-hyun surveyed the controlled chaos. Dragon Motors gets seized as evidence. The counterfeit parts ring gets exposed, which will lead to arrests across 3 cities. And you? He pulled an envelope from his jacket. You get paid. Olivia didn't take it. I don't want your money. It's not my money. It's compensation from the victim's fund. He set the envelope beside her. 50 million won. Enough to expand your garage, hire staff, whatever you need. I can't accept. Yes, you can. His tone left no room for argument. You earned it. You put yourself in danger to stop a criminal who was endangering lives. Take the money. Build something better. Olivia opened the envelope, seeing the certified check inside. More money than she'd ever imagined having. There's one condition, Dae-hyun added. Of course there was. If I ever need an honest mechanic, he said, someone I can trust absolutely, you'll answer my call. That's it? You're not going to threaten me, or... Olivia. He met her eyes. I keep my promises. You helped me, I helped you. That's how this works. But yes, someday, I might need your skills again. Legitimate work only, he added quickly. I'm not asking you to become a criminal. She studied him, this elegant monster who'd kept his word. Why do I feel like I'm making a deal with the devil again? Because you are. His smile was honest. But I'm a devil who pays his debts. A reporter broke through the police line, camera flashing. Ms. Olivia, how long were you working undercover? Were you scared? What made you come forward? Dae-hyun's men intercepted them smoothly, creating a barrier. Time to go, Dae-hyun said, offering his hand. Olivia took it, letting him guide her through the chaos to a waiting car. As they drove away from Dragon Motors, she watched the flashing lights recede in the mirror. What will you do now? Dae-hyun asked. Go home. Sleep for a week. Olivia clutched the envelope. Then, I don't know. Actually run my garage properly? Maybe hire that mechanic Gene who warned me tonight. Good choice. He contacted my people after you went upstairs. Said we needed to move immediately. Dae-hyun's expression softened slightly. Not everyone who works for bad men is bad themselves. Is that supposed to make me feel better about working with you? I'm not a good man, Olivia. But I'm honest about what I am. He glanced at her. That's more than most can say. They drove in silence for a while, the city lights streaming past. Thank you, Olivia said finally. For keeping your promise. For getting there in time. Always. Dae-hyun's tone was simple, certain. I told you. I'm the kind of monster who keeps his word, even the violent ones. The car stopped outside her garage. Her real garage, small and honest and hers. Will I see you again? She asked. Probably. He smiled. Seoul's not that big. And you owe me a brake job on my Bentley. Despite everything, Olivia laughed. Bring it by next week. I'll give you the honest mechanic discount. I'll hold you to that. She got out, envelope in hand, and watched Dae-hyun's car disappear into the night. Tomorrow, the news would explode with Marcus's arrest. Next week, she'd have to give statements, possibly testify. But tonight, she was free. Want to know what happens to Olivia next? Subscribe and turn on notifications. Her story isn't over. 3 months later, Olivia's garage had 3 new employees, a waiting list of clients, and a reputation for absolute integrity. The Dragon Motors scandal had made national news. Marcus was awaiting trial, facing multiple criminal charges and dozens of civil suits. His lawyer had tried to claim Olivia entrapped him, but the evidence was overwhelming. Jean worked in Bay 2, grateful for honest employment. The other mechanics Marcus had intimidated found jobs elsewhere, finally able to breathe. And Olivia? She worked on cars, built her business, and slept soundly for the first time in years. Her phone buzzed. Unknown number. Asterisk Bentley needs brake work. Available next Tuesday? DH asterisk. She smiled, typing back. Asterisk Tuesday at 2 p.m. Don't be late, asterisk. Wouldn't dream of it. Payment in cash acceptable. Always. Olivia set down her phone, returning to the engine in front of her. Honest work. Clean money. No secrets. Well, mostly no secrets. Because sometimes justice needed a push from unexpected places. Sometimes the devil you knew was better than the devil you didn't. And sometimes doing the right thing meant working with the wrong people. She touched the silver necklace she still wore, a different pendant now, no hidden camera. Just a reminder of how far she'd come, how much she'd survived. The garage door opened. A customer with a Mercedes. Not a politician this time. Just a teacher who needed new tires. Welcome to Olivia's garage, she said with a genuine smile. Let's see what we can do. Because this was her empire now, built on integrity, hard work, and the knowledge that she'd faced her demons and won. Marcus was in prison. She was free. And that was worth everything. Did you love Olivia's story? Drop a comment telling me your favorite moment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Remember, your integrity matters more than anything. Stand up for what's right, even when it's terrifying. Even when it costs you everything. Because, in the end, being able to look yourself in the mirror, that's the only thing that truly matters. Stay tuned for more stories about courage, justice, and redemption. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Your next thrilling story is just one click away. See you in the comments.